All right, Shalom. Before I get started, I want to say Call Halayim La Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakodash. Double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught me this truth, and double salutation to all you Akim out there laboring. The house of David is pushing this word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom. All right, so I'm back at you with a quick lesson. All right, this is more of, various topics, dealing with prophecy. All right, the end of America, Babylon. All right, pretty much, Esau, he knows his fate, man. He knows his demise, man. All right, and I got in this article here, all right, from Politico.com, in the defense column. It says, Pentagon study, Russia outgunning U.S. in race for global influence. All right, so this is pretty much the main factor behind World War III, is that you have these nations such as America, Russia, China, fighting for world dominance. All right. And this is why, as you see, you have these trade wars going on and whatnot, man. But really, through the spirit, Yahweh Shem Yahushai has these nations set up in a trick bag, because the true global influence or the true world power is going to be Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. All right. Who's coming to reign and conquer these nations according to prophecy, man. So I wanted to grab this real quick, just to make a quick point. All right, this is Psalms chapter 68 and verse 16, and it reads, it says, "Why leap ye high hills?" All right, and this represents these other nations, man. All right, these high hills, because these other nations desire to have world dominance, man. All right, to be the next, world power, man. But really, man, this is the last rule of the heathen, man. All right, dealing with Babylon, dealing with America, man. All right, these Edomites, man. This is the last rule here, man. You see? So reading it again, it says, Psalm 68:16 says, "Why leap ye high hills? This is the hill which the Most High desireth to dwell in." Okay? It says, "Yea, the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, will dwell in it forever," man. That hill is Zion, man. Israel. Okay? The nation of Israel, man. That's the hill that Yahweh Shem Yahushai desireth to dwell in, man. Okay? Which is the next ruling power, man. The next nation to rule forever, man. But you see, man, according to prophecy, man, this place is going to fall, man. So I just wanted to bring that out real quick. But I'm going to read on, man. It says, "A divided America is failing to counter Moscow's efforts to undermine democracy and cast doubt on U.S. alliances," says the report, which warns of a surge in political warfare. All right. So as we see, things are heating up every day. It says the U.S. is ill-equipped to counter the increasingly brazen political warfare Russia is waging to undermine democracies. The Pentagon and independent strategists warn in a detailed assessment that happens to echo much bipartisan criticism of President Donald Trump's approach to Moscow. All right, it says the more than 150-page white paper prepared for the Joint Chiefs of Staff and shared with Politico says the U.S. is still underestimating the scope of Russia's aggression, which includes the use of propaganda and disinformation to sway public opinion across Europe, Central America, Africa, and Latin America, which we know this is true. Okay? Because this devil's power is deception, man. He has to create his narrative around the world, all right, to make it seem that, to basically justify all his actions that he's doing now, man. Okay? It says the study also points to the dangers of a growing alignment between Russia and China. Okay, and I want to touch on this with the scriptures. All right, reading it again, it says that the study also points to the dangers of the growing alignment between Russia and China, which share a fear of the United States' international alliances and affinity for quote unquote authoritarian stability. All right, so this is a major factor here, man, because the America sees, all right, its power pretty much dwindling down the toilet, man. All right. And the scriptures, which I'm going to grab here in the book of Obadiah. All right. It talks about how, all these nations that were once at peace with this place are going to come against it. All right. So this is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 1. And it reads, it says, "The vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord power, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye and let us and let us rise up against her in battle. All right. So as I was saying earlier, man, you know, Esau, he knows his fate, man. Okay. He knows his demise, man. This is being played out right before him. All right. Verse 2, Obadiah 1 and 2, it says, behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised, man. All right. So this is dealing with Amalek, man. All right. Israel. All right. The so-called Jews, man. All right. Because I wanted to pull this out too, you know, because it talks about how the least of the flock should draw them out. All right. In the book of Jeremiah. All right. But I got this article here just to touch on this. This is from globalresearch.ca. It says, towards a World War III scenario, the role of Israel in triggering an attack on Iran. You see? So we just read in Obadiah, all right, that the Most High made these devils, you know, going into these Amalekites small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised, because all of the world is going to come against America and the land of Israel, man. Okay? So it says here, it's bringing this back. It says towards a World War III scenario, the role of Israel in triggering an attack on Iran. All right. So I want to just read these two major points. OK, it says the Trump administration is threatening Iran. Under the Trump administration, a U.S. attack on Iran is currently contemplated with the support of Israel and Saudi Arabia. All right. It says the U.S. design is to incite the Middle East allies to threaten Iran on the behalf of Washington. And we're seeing this being played out now, man. Okay. But let me jump down because it goes into this, you know, back and forth between, you know, the Iranian leader and Trump. But it says here, this is the point. So it says, what is the historical background? It says war with Iran has been on the drawing board with the Pentagon for more than 20 years ago, 20 years going back to the Clinton administration. It says the article below, published in 2010, focused on the role of Israel triggering war with Iran. All right. It says, according to former NATO commander General Wesley Clark, the Pentagon's military roadmap consisted of a sequence of countries. The 5-year campaign plan includes a total of 7 countries, beginning with Iraq, then Syria, Lebanon, Libya, Iran, Somalia, and Sudan. Okay, here's the point. It says, at the outset of Bush's second term, former Vice President Dick Cheney hinted in no uncertain terms that Iran was, quote, right at the top of the list of the rogue of enemies, quote, of America, and that Israel would, so to speak, be doing the bombing for us without U.S. military involvement and without us putting pressure on them to do it. See Michael Chavodowski, planned U.S.-Israeli attack on Iran, Global Research, May 1st, 2015. So you see, so this is already in the making, man. All right, this is prophecy here, man. Okay, matter of fact, let me grab that too, because it says that the least of the flock shall draw them out. This is Jeremiah. All right, Jeremiah 50 and verse 49. And I'll jump back to the Obadiah. All right, it's Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 49. We grab it. All right. Salakia, verse 45. Here we go. Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 45, and it reads, it says, therefore hear ye the counsel of the Lord Yahweh Shema Washai, that he have taken against Babylon, and his purposes that he have proposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. That's going into these Israelis, man, these so-called Jews, man, which is pulling America into World War III, man. And we see that this stuff has been plotted out for over 20 years, as we just read, man. So this is the prophecy, man. It says, surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them, because Israel is going to be totally destroyed, man. All right. So we're seeing all the when you put all the pieces together, man, you're seeing this being played out, man. Showing you that the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is faithful and true, man. Okay. So jumping back to that Obadiah, I just wanted to bring that out, man. You know. So let's jump back to Obadiah, verse 2, Obadiah 1 and 2. And it reads, it says, Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. Verse 3. The pride of thy heart have deceived thee. You see? And just, highlighting this, the title of this article here, man. All right. That Russia is pretty much surpassing America, man. All right. In the race for global influence, man. Just showing you that America is losing power, man. This place is done, man. All right. It says, the pride of thy heart have deceived thee. Thou dwellest in the clefts of the rock. All right. Just to prove that this is Esau, man. All right. That dwellest in the clefts of the rock. All right. This Hebrew word here. All right. It's Salah. Okay. It says crag, cliff, rock. It says, let me pull it down here in the lexicon. All right. It says Salah or Salah. It says Petra. All right. So it's pronounced as Petra. It says the chief city of the Edomites, situated between the Dead Sea and the Atlantic Gulf. It says in a valley surrounded with lofty rocks, so that a very great part of the abodes were excavated in the rock. Just showing you that's talking about this place, America, man. All right. These cities. Okay. Everything is built upon rock, man. Just proving to you, all right, that this is dealing with Esau, man. Dealing with America. All right. Going back. So there's no getting around the scriptures, man. All right. These devils know their fate, man. They know what's about to happen. All right. So jumping back, Obadiah 1 and 3, it says, the pride of thy heart have deceived thee, that thou dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high. That saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? You see? So that's the pride of Esau, man. All right. Because according to what Psalms 49 and 11, all right, these devils think that their kingdom was going to last forever, man. All right. But we see that's not the case. This is Psalms 49 in verse 11. And it reads, it says, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever. All right. That's the inward thought of the so-called white man, man. All right. That his nation is going to last forever, man. That America will never be touched. The great America, man. The land of the free, man. This place is finished, man. All right. Psalms 49:11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names, man. All right. And that's once again going into the pride of Esau, man. The pride of his heart has deceived him, man. All right. All right. Obadiah 1 and 4. It says, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, all right, which we know that one of the main symbols for America is the bald eagle, such as Rome, the Greeks, all right. All that goes back to Esau, Edom, man. All right. They represent that eagle. It says, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. And it's been coming out too. All right. Esau has all his satellites, his ISS, all right, his space stations in the heavens. All right. The elites have their so-called space retreats and whatnot. All right. So this is proof that that's talking about Esau, man. All right. Verse 5, it says, if thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? All right. Verse 6, it says, how are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? Which we just read here, man. All right. Dealing with this World War III scenario on how Israel is going to play a role into this attack on Iran, which is going to draw America into World War III, man. All right. So the Lord is, the scriptures, the prophecy, man, the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai is beautiful, man. All right. All right. Verse 7. Okay. It says, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee, you see? And all these nations that were once, that did deals with America, they had covenants with America or whatnot. All right. All these nations are coming against this place, man. One, because they see that America no longer has that world dominant power. All right. That is losing his influence over the world, man. All right. That these nations have the same technology or better than they do, man. All right, so it's pretty much over, man. It says, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee, and there is no understanding in them. And when you look up this word wound, it goes back to trap, man. Okay. All right. Yahweh Shem Yahushai has allowed these nations to surpass America in everything, man. All right. And they have set that trap by forming what? These alliances with each other, man. All right. Because these alliances are what, man? To destroy this place, man. Okay. Reading that part again, it says the study also points to dangers of a growing alignment between Russia and China, which share a fear of the United States international alliances and an affinity for authority and stability, man, because they know this is it, man. All right. That power, man, is done, man. You see? All right. It says, verse 8. It says, shall I not in that day, saith the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai, even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and the understanding out of the mount of Esau. All thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter, man. All right. And we see this is coming, man. All right. Those World War III drums are beating hard as hell right now, man. You know, so we understand that the end is coming very quickly, man. All right. So, you know, man, Lord willing, you know, that lesson was edifying, man. I just want to bring out those quick points, you know, that the Esau, he knows his fate, man. This is the end of this place, man. All right. Call Halayim La Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught me this truth, and double salutation to all you Akim out there laboring. The house of David. Hey, Shalom.